Hey, what up ladies and gents? Normally I only use this software for shooting my cover pages, but because the update just dropped and it's like literally an hour before I normally stream, I did not have the time to do the normal setup for videos and stuff, so I apologize that this video is a bit different than you would normally see. I am here to cover the patch notes that just dropped, which is patch number 9, Garbs and Penances. This is, as far as I can tell, is supposedly a fairly thick patch. It's supposed to come with the new penance skins and all that, so we're gonna go through all of that right now. It is your favorite Asian robot and DarkTide partner here, and sorry if you see me glitching in and out of reality, just put up with it for a little bit. This way it'll be easier for me to shoot the cover page as well. This will, by the time you see this video, I should actually be streaming Redfall because, well, today it's Redfall's launch day. And tomorrow we'll be checking out this DarkTide patch. So what is actually in it? Let's have a look. Okay, right here, right now. Alright, it'll be available shortly on the Microsoft Store, so Game Pass will be a bit behind. Here is what we have for our lovely rejects. Okay, they have added a new set of class penances with tiered cosmetic rewards to go along with them. These new penances provide more straightforward progression goals and are aimed at reinforcing the class roles, rewarding playing them without disrupting the game. The old class penances have been moved to a tab at the bottom of the penance menu under Redacted. We consider them to be more of trick challenges, often requiring the entire team's collaboration and a break from normal gameplay. This can be a lot of fun, but should not be mandatory or forced upon unsuspecting teammates. Some of the old penances have also undergone some number tweaking to make them more achievable as a solo player without interrupting your teammates. Also, we've added a private session requirement for some Ogren, Psyker, and Zealot penances to clarify that they require full team collaboration in order to be completed. We've also updated some of the existing penances. The Steam Microsoft Store achievements will be updated to have the same requirements as the penances with the same name. Okay, here are the new penances for each class. For the Veteran Sharpshooter, they've got Stay Accurate, kill 350 enemies with range weak spot hits, very easy to do with the last gun. Resupply allies, replenish 5,000 total ammunition to allies using Scavenger, okay, easy enough to do. Stay Alert, on Malice Threat or higher, kill 150 enemies that have been marked by Volley Fire, again, very easy to do. Fire Down Range, on Malice Threat or higher, kill 100 enemies that are over 25 meters away, easy to do. On Heresy Threat or higher, kill 2 elite or specialist enemies during a single volley fire 50 times. Okay, easy to do. Be methodical. On Heresy Threat or higher, keep volley fire active for over 20 seconds 5 times. Very easy to do, and that'll be doable with a simple last gun build, so of course we'll be running that. Okay, Psych or Psykinetic, next one I'm interested in. Kill 200 elite or specialist enemies with Brain Burst, no problemo. Master Survival, use Psykinetic's Wrath to survive perils of the warp 50 times, okay, no problemo. On Malice Threat or higher, kill 100 elite or specialist enemies with Brain Burst while at maximum warp charges, no problemo, because, 100 elite or specialist enemies while at maximum warp charges, doable. Yep, easily doable. Unleash the Warp, on Malice Threat or higher, kill 2,500 enemies with warp attacks. Easy enough to do. Shoot Fast, on Heresy Threat or higher, kill 25 Poxhounds, Mutants, or Scab Trappers using Brain Burst before they incapacitate you or an ally. Easy enough to do. Although it might take a while, this one I'll probably do it as part of natural progression. Keep your distance, on Heresy Threat or higher, complete 3 full missions without being hit in melee by an elite enemy. This one might be a bit difficult to do, but I'm willing to give it a try. This one seems complete 3 full missions without being hit in melee by an elite enemy. Doable, but could potentially be semi-difficult. We'll have to see. I'll give it a try. That means I have to back the frick away from ragers and whatnot. Surge Staff build, probably, for this one. Okay, control crowds. For the Zealot Preacher, you have to stun 1,500 enemies using stun grenades. For Stay Strong, replenish 7,500 toughness using Chastise the Wicked. I can't comment on the difficulty of these because I don't play Zealot. Find their weakness. On Malice Threat or higher, kill 75 stun enemies with critical hits. Channel your rage. On Malice Threat or higher, kill 1,000 enemies with melee attacks while at least 3 stacks of martyrdom are active, I'm assuming. While at least 3 stacks of martyrdom, English. Master your tools. On Heresy Threat or higher, kill 75 elite or specialist enemies with powered melee attacks. Okay. Have faith. On Heresy Threat or higher, using Chastise the Wicked, dash toward a targeted enemy that is wielding a ranged weapon 40 times. Okay. Keep your distance. I wonder why this is set as Heresy. I wonder what piece of my armor it gives me. It better be a sick extra piece. Alright, anyway. Ogren Skullbreaker. Help everyone. Revive or assist 40 knocked down or incapacitated allies. Okay. Keep them grounded. Knock down 5,000 enemies. Clear the path. On Malice Threat or higher, knock down 3 ranged enemies using Bull Rush 25 times. Cleave them down. On Malice Threat or higher, kill 2 enemies with a single melee attack 250 times. Keep your friends close. On Heresy Threat or higher, complete 3 full missions without any allies being knocked down or incapacitated for longer than 10 seconds and without any allies dying. Bring the hurt. On Heresy Threat or higher, hit 4 elite or specialist enemies with big boxes of hurt without missing an elite or specialist enemy with a big box of hurt 5 times. Okay. It's hit, not kill. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Okay, good. Updated penances. Ogren Skullbreaker. Friends will be friends. Change the required mission time that a player must be in coherency with an ally from 100% to 90%. Gone Bowling. Change the number of enemies required from 70 to 60. Heavyweight Champion. Change the number of Ogrens you must hit with Bull Rush from 6 to 4. Don't Stop Me Now can only be completed in a private game. Zealot Preacher can now, just a flesh wound, can now only be completed in a private game. Psyker Psykinetic. Going Out with a Bang. Change the number of elites you must kill from 3 to 1. Pick and Mix. Change the number of enemies you must kill from 5 to 4. Malleus Monstrum can now only be completed in a private game, which I plan to do anyway. Veteran Sharpshooter. 1 in the Chamber. Increase the number of times you need to kill an enemy with the last round in a clip from 5 to 8. Make every shot count. Change requirement from 100% accuracy to 90% accuracy. Okay. Balance tweaks. Enemy units. Change spawn distribution for Heresy and Damnation. Weight default population toward more scab maulers while introducing more variations of elite patrols. I see. I'm kind of interested in the elite patrols because it's going to be like the Storm Vermin and Vermintide 2. Please note that the total amount of elites and total threat value of all enemies spawned remains the same. Okay. Made heavier stagger variations require more impact for scab maulers while tuning their walk switch distance and increasing their range stagger resistance. They should still stagger, but prefer the lighter stagger reactions. Okay, this makes them less prone to fall over with the rest of the horde and instead stand and take the pain. I like this because this way I can shoot them easier. The pacing director maintains the balance of all things. This change aims to provide more variation in the encounters by waiting away from range mobs and giving the melee guys more presence. By spawning more melee elites, the director will spawn fewer ranged ones. By keeping maulers on their feet, they'll separate from the horde and stand out from the crowd. Epic. Increased hit zone damage and adjusted hit points for Plague Ogren and Beast of Nurgle to reward weak spot and torso hits more. Okay. Beast of Nurgle, melee weak spot multiplier from 110% to 150, melee head multiplier from 80 to 90, non-tail limbs multiplier 60 to 70, range weak spot hit multiplier 70 to 120, range head multiplier 40 to 50, ranged non-tail limbs multiplier from 35 to 40. Plague Ogren, torso 75 to 85, head 80 to 100, torso 60 to 75. Base Plague Ogren hit points have been increased, by the way, 16,000 to 19,000. So at base, the Plague Ogren will be approximately something like 17.5% stronger. I didn't even calculate that exactly. You could put it into a calculator if you want. I'm just giving a rough thing. Rebalance monstrosity hit pools over difficulties. Sedition decreased to 60% from 65%. Uprising decreased to 75% from 80%. Damnation increased to 300% from 250%. So monstrosities will be even tougher in Damnation. Good, because finally we get a challenge. Fixed case where Daemon Host could stay longer than intended after players got revived during a fight. Okay. Good, so if 2 die, it's over. Weapons and blessings. Increased active duration of Rev It Up blessings available on Cadia Mark IV Assault Chainsword. From Chainsword, Chain Axe, Heavy Eviscerator from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Increase the number of tiers on the Blessing of Paracycler. So, okay, so they increased the number of tiers on Paracycler Blessing from 1 to 2, adding a tier below the previous. So, in the old version, tier 4 was 2 hits. In the new version, tier 4 stays at 2 hits, and tier 3 will just add 1 extra hit. So, it went the way we thought. All right, there's no change here. They've added 2 more tiers to Bloodletter and balanced the values. Bloodletter in the past was a tier 4 and tier 3 blessing that had 8 stacks and had 10 stacks at tier 4, 3 stacks at tier 3. There was 8 stacks. Now it's 8 stacks at tier 1, tier 2 is 10 stacks, tier 3 12 stacks, tier 4 14 stacks. The dev's note is that we're making a pass at feats with lower pick rates, buffing as we go to get the internal balance on a couple of tiers a bit more even. Okay, so they're trying to balance things out. All right, Sharpshooter, exhilarating takedown. The duration is now increased from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. They've increased the toughness replenish from 15% to 20%. Deadshot, reduced stamina drain per second from 10% to 8%. They've reduced stamina drain per shot from 5% to 4%. The bigger they are. Increase the damage bonus from 50% to 75%. Oh, bigger they are just got better. That I kind of like. This will be really good for the plasma gun. Damn, a free 25% increase. Not bad, not bad. Maybe that'll mean Flak Armor Maniac is the right choice for the plasma gun now because unyielding is resolved by this. Think about it. Skullbreaker, smash 'em good. Increased toughness replenished from 20% to 25%. This is for the Ogren Skullbreaker. The best form of defense, increased toughness replenished from 20% to 25%. Blood and Thunder, increased stacks of bleed applied from 4 to 6. And Bloodthirst, increased the maximum amount of stacks from 5 to 6. So Ogren's got a buff here. Preacher, okay. Martyrdom, increased melee damage per stack from 5 to 8%. Purifying Blood, increase the toughness bonus from 75 to 100%, so it replace double the toughness every time you have a melee kill. Fury of the Faithful, increase the duration from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay. Psykinetic, Warp Absorption, increase toughness replenish from 10% to 15%. This is probably going to benefit the Void Strike Psychers mostly. Okay, bug fixes. Added some more ambient sounds to the subrail section of Chasm Logistratum. Chasm Logistratum. Comsplex 154. Relocated a pickup in Comsplex that could not be accessed. Adjusted a number of pickups. Consignment Yard HL17. Blocked off some locations in the end event of Consignment Yard that allowed players to go out of bounds. Okay, that's fixed. Relocated a pickup in Consignment Yard that could not be picked up. Added some new sounds during mid-event for better sound feedback. Fixed an issue where the objective marker didn't update correctly. Enclavum Baros, fixed an issue where players spawned on the wrong respawn location. Okay. Excise Vault, Spire Side 13, fixed a number of locations where players could get stuck. Prevented an exploit in Excise Vault that allowed players to complete the mission without completing the objectives. Dudes, I wish I knew what that exploit was. Well, not that I've abused it, but I didn't even know this was a thing. Hab Draco, fixed an area missing hanging ledges. Okay. Improved bot navigation at the start of the mission. Okay. Magistrati Oubliette, fixed an issue where the boss could get stuck inside the elevator. Okay. Power Matrix HL17, Fixed the distribution on 2 big chests that would usually be empty. Fixed minor visual clipping issues. Okay. Refinery Delta. Fixed a misaligned hang ledge. Fixed a crash where players hot joined. Smelter Complex. Pickup fixed. Unreachable tome spawn point. Silo Cluster. Moved a Daemon Host spawner that was very close to a respawn beacon. Multiple/miscellaneous. Fixed an issue where some objective markers didn't update correctly. Adjusted the distribution of plasteel in the missions. Players should now find more of the material along the main path. Balance the number of pickup spawners on all missions. Okay. Fix some locations where players could go out of bounds. Fix an issue that would cause missions to end prematurely. Fixed an issue that would cause players' input to be ignored while using auspex. Added a highlight to the data interrogation minigame that indicates when the player should click. Fixed an issue that caused hog-tied players to be continuously teleported around the respawn location. Yes, I've seen that before. Elevators should now more correctly detect if players are on board. Okay, great. Fixed areas where enemies would be silent on the missions. Well, there's several there, so you should check that out yourself. Fixed an issue where waterfalls would turn transparent. What? Fixed an issue where older AMD cards could experience flickering. Improved performance on a number of missions. Yay! Improved hair masking. Numerous head cosmetics will no longer fully hide hairstyles and facial hair. Okay. Various voiceover fixes and timing alterations. New voiceover for hunting grounds, power supply interruption, and ventilation purge. I'm excited for those. Cinematics. Okay. Don't really care about those. VFX and SFX and animation. Void strike explosion sounds being too loud have now been fixed. Added more crunch to the brain burst effect. I'm looking forward to that. Fixed issue with twin-linked heavy stubbers, braced reload not playing correctly. Fixed cases where patrol animations did not match the speed of patrol enemy. Fixed a case where Reaper tried to aim in one direction while the animation wanted to rotate in the opposite direction. What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. Tweak Reaper stagger animation durations to match the animation. Fixed a case where Reaper mesh could end up inside geometry when staggering. Fixed an issue where power swords were shown to still be active after having been turned off. Okay, good. Reduced intensity of Soul Blaze VFX on enemies to reduce eye strain. So those people who complained that they were blinded, I better not hear any more complaints about y'all being blinded by the perk staff. Okay, I'm gonna be purging absolutely. All right. Added sound effects for venting damage. Added new sound effects for taking corruption damage. Okay. Fixed issue where Lawbringer combat shotgun, well, basically all the shotguns would be uncontrollable to aim if you started aiming and shooting during or right after sprinting. Okay. Heavy sword, they fixed a minor bug with the wrong charge animation. Heavy stubber fixed a bug where you couldn't hold the button to start shooting when transitioning from other actions. They fixed an issue with the weapon blessing thrust where it wouldn't reset correctly when aborting the charging of a melee attack. Okay. Fixed an issue with the weapon blessing full bore for all the shotguns where it and the kickback where it would not trigger if the pellets cleaved and hit other targets. So if the pellet cleaves, it'll now. So your full bore concerns have now been fixed. Fixed bug where weapon spread would fluctuate when crouching and moving with faux rend, Ripper gun, and basically for the Ripper guns. Fixed an issue that allowed the Cantrail combat shotgun to light people on fire through walls, so that's been patched. Alright, dev note. First, some context. The attack for weapon special is divided into 2 checks. The actual shot and a secondary who gets to be purged by fire check. This secondary fire check did not consider any walls or any other level geometry, which was not intended. You could set people ablaze 100 meters away across the map, disregarding the entire level. The shotgun code already considers enemies peeking behind cover by ensuring solid damage even if only a single pellet made contact. Even so, we want to keep an eye on the weapon and see if we need to bump it in future updates. Please give feedback. Yes, please bump the Cantrail by a long mile, thank you. Because I never see anyone using it. Other fixes. Players joining a game in progress will now spawn close to another player as long as at least one player has moved away from insertion point. Yay. That is so helpful, thank you. Fixed issue that caused mispredictions, and I'm actually serious about that because that was super annoying on many missions. Fixed issue that caused mispredictions when using activated attacks on Power Sword and hitting dead ragdolled enemies. Okay. Great. So basically the power sword will properly hit alive enemies. Great. Fix so that non-special sticky attacks for the chain axe and heavy eviscerator do not move the camera vertically to help with nausea and jerky camera movement. Thank you. Resolved an issue where changing operative would remove you from the strike team. Yes, thank you. Okay, but no new content. So I guess the new content's gonna be in the next patch. This was more of a bouncing patch, and the penances with the skins are coming. So like I mentioned before, when we did the previous comms link, I want to see everybody in these skins. All right, I want to see every single one of y'all in the new skins. All right, we're gonna be going at it tomorrow live on stream. I'll be doing the Psyker first, and then of course getting the veteran done right after that. So let's get our skins together. I will see you on my stream. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this video. Sorry about me glitching in and out of reality. Like I said, I really had no time in shooting this video, but you know, I still hope that it was okay. Like I said, I do apologize. Thank you very much to our amazing top tippers like Bravo. He dropped $100 on me yesterday. Thank you so much. Nathan as well. Appreciate you for the 69. Yeah. All right. Thank you to all of my super chatters and all you lovely people. I will try to do my best to be the best creator and partner for all of you guys. So thank you very much. Here are the people at the top of our members list as well. Okay, so these are members. Thank you. Death92 at Plus Ultra, Jerry Fast, Rogue Assassin, Omen Screen Puff, Zach NFG, all at Prestige. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our honored robots as well. Thank you to White King Lao, Jammer Boy, Scuddy, Nathan Strong, Sabingu, AKJ, Lady Neo, Maze, Bob John, Joey Danze, Underpaid Enlisted Soldier, A. Ripley, The Mighty Zeno, Dariverse, Cordova, Che D12, I'm Peeps, Syed Assad, Tuan Nguyen, T King, Coda CMF, Kami SMH, Conrad C, Nate the Great, Corey Ryu, Benjamin Savage. All these awesome people. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of our cool and weird bots as well. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, because tonight I've already scheduled the Redfall stream, but tomorrow we shall all get our penance shit done together. Let's rock and roll. All right. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.